Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're playing Spiderman Prison Run Obby on Roblox. And somehow, I've been locked up with Spider-Man. Yeah, that's either really good or really bad. We spawn in the cell, and right away, I notice the walls are cracked, webs everywhere, and the bars look like they've been bent before. Okay, something definitely went down here. Then I see him. Spider-Man, just standing in the hallway, not helping, just watching. Why is he acting like the guard? Objective pops up. Escape the prison. Say less, we're getting out. First obstacle, laser hallway. Classic. I line up the jump. Over the first beam, easy. Second, slightly higher. Third, the lasers start moving. Wait, what? I barely dodge mid-air and land clean. Okay, we're locked in. Checkpoint. Next section. The vents. These aren't normal vents. There's webs everywhere, and some parts are blocked off like traps. I crawl forward, turning corners, trying not to get stuck. One section collapses behind me. Yeah, no going back. I drop down into the next area. And it's chaos. Toxic waste everywhere, broken pipes leaking, and I've got to jump across floating barrels. I land on the first, wobbles a little. Second, almost slip. Recover. Third, big jump. Make it. Checkpoint secured. Now we're in the main prison yard, and of course, it's not safe. There are giant swinging wrecking balls made of webbed-up debris. I time the first swing. Go. Second. Wait. Go. Third. That one's faster. I hesitate. Go. Barely make it through. Then I hear it. A thwip sound. I turn. Spider-Man is moving now, and he's fast. Nah, why is he chasing me? I take off running across the yard, jumping over broken fences, dodging webs shooting at me. He's right behind me. I can hear the thwip getting closer. There's a tower ahead. I sprint inside. Start climbing. He's still coming. I reach the top and jump across to the next platform. He misses. Barely. Okay, we're safe. For now. Next section. Rooftop escape. This is the final stretch. Narrow beams, huge gaps, and wind trying to push me off. One wrong step and I'm done. I move carefully. Jump. Balance. Jump again. Almost fall. Recover. Keep going. I can see the exit. A helicopter waiting at the end. Of course. Final obstacle. Spinning web blades. I time the first. Go. Second. Go. Final. Run. Jump. Land. I sprint to the helicopter. And just like that, I escape. The prison fades behind me as we fly off into the distance. Spider-Man standing on the rooftop, just watching. And yeah, I'm never trusting a superhero in prison again. I should have just stayed on the helicopter. We lift off, the prison shrinking below, wind rushing past. It actually feels like a clean escape for once. Then, the engine sputters. Yeah. No. The screen glitches. The sky flickers like it's loading wrong, and a message slams across the screen. You can't escape the web. The helicopter jerks. Stops mid-air, and gets yanked backwards. Not falling. Pulled, like something just grabbed it. The next second, everything snaps to black. When it loads back in, I'm not flying anymore. I'm inside the prison again. But it's different. Way different. The walls are covered in thick webs, stretching across the floors, the ceilings, even blocking doors. The lights are dim, flickering like they're barely holding on. This isn't a prison anymore. It's a nest. All right. This just got worse. I move forward slowly and hit the first obstacle, web platforms. They bounce when I land on them, throwing off my timing completely. First jump, boing. Okay, that's weird. Second jump, higher bounce. I almost overshoot. Barely correct midair. Land it, keep going. Careful jumps, don't rush. Made it. No checkpoint. Of course. Next section. Wall climb. The entire hallway is vertical, covered in webs I can stick to. I start climbing up, jumping between sections, trying not to fall. Halfway up, the webs start disappearing behind me. Okay, now we're moving. I climb faster, jumping from one patch to another, barely staying ahead as everything vanishes. Final jump. I grab the ledge. Pull up. Made it. Then I hear it. Thwip. I freeze. Another one. Thwip. Closer. I turn slowly. Spider-Man is on the wall behind me. Crawling. Upside down. Yeah, absolutely not. He looks up. Sees me. And instantly starts moving. Fast. I take off, sprinting into the next area. Web tunnels. Tight spaces, sticky floors, and strands blocking the path. I duck, jump, weave through it all, barely keeping speed. He's right behind me. I can hear the web shots hitting the walls. Almost stuck. Break free. Keep running. There's light ahead. I dive through and land in the final area. A massive open space, but not normal. The entire floor is a giant web stretched across a huge drop. Platforms float above it, and at the center, something's glowing. A message appears. Break the web. Yeah, this is the final challenge. I step forward, and the fight begins. Web traps start snapping shut across the platforms, forcing me to keep moving. I jump to the first platform, then another, dodging sticky strands trying to trap me. Then I see them. Glowing web anchors. That's the mechanic. I have to destroy them. I sprint to the first, jump, land, hit. The web shakes. Second anchor, across a moving platform. I time the jump. Land it. HIT. Spider-Man appears at the edge of the arena, watching. Then he leaps in. Nah! This just turned into a boss fight. He swings across the arena, landing near me, sending a shockwave through the web. I jump just in time. I keep moving, don't stop. Third anchor. He shoots webs. Almost traps me. I break free. HIT. The web starts tearing apart. Final anchor is floating high above the center. Of course it is. I line it up. Jump across two moving platforms. Almost miss. Recover. Final leap. HIT. Everything freezes. The entire web cracks, spreading across the arena like glass breaking. Spider-Man glitches, his form flickering as the structure holding everything together collapses. He lets out one final distorted sound and disappears. The web snaps, the arena fades, and I drop back outside. Same prison, but now it's empty. No webs, no Spider-Man. Just open gates, and this time, I walk out. No helicopters, no pulling me back. Just freedom. For real. And yeah, next time I see webs, I'm going the other way. It should have been over. The gates were open. The yard was empty. No webs, no guards, no red and blue nightmare waiting to yank me back. I start walking out. One step, two steps. Then, thwip! I freeze. Not again. The sky above me glitches, like it's tearing open, and a massive web spreads across it like a crack in reality. Text burns onto the screen. Final swing. Yeah, I knew it. The ground beneath me snaps into strands and pulls me straight up this time, not down. Everything stretches, twists, and then I land, high above the prison, on a floating web arena. No walls, no escape. Just platforms suspended in the air, all connected by giant web lines that sway like they're alive. This is it. Final stage. No checkpoints. No second chances. Quick question. Are you surviving this? Or falling in the first 5 seconds? Because this is already looking impossible. I take the first jump onto a thin web strand. Dips under my weight. Okay, these move. Second jump. Platform swings sideways. I adjust midair. Barely landed. I keep moving, trying to stay balanced as everything shifts beneath me. Then the wind picks up. The whole arena starts swaying. That's when I see it. Above me, something drops down from the sky. Spider-Man. But not the same. This version is huge, towering over the arena, suit glitching, eyes glowing bright like spotlights locked onto me. Webs trail behind him like he's controlling the entire map. A health bar appears. Web King Spider-Man. Yeah, boss fight. He doesn't wait. He swings across the arena at insane speed, slamming down and sending shockwaves through the web strands. I jump just in time, barely keeping my balance. I look around. Glowing web nodes. That's the mechanic. I have to break them. I sprint to the first node, jumping across moving strands. Hit. The arena shakes. Second node, on a rotating platform. I time it. Jump. Land. HIT. Spider-Man fires webs at me. One almost traps my legs. I break free. Keep moving. Third node. He swings low. I duck. HIT. The web starts tearing apart. Platforms begin collapsing, forcing faster movement. Final node is floating high above the center. Of course it is. Only one way there. A chain of tiny, unstable web strands. This is the jump. I go. Jump. Balance. Jump again. The strand snaps behind me. No going back. Final leap. I hit the node. Everything freezes. The entire web